wedding to Christine was lackluster. I had a 1,000-yard stare, and I had two other wives who weren't really in the best of emotional condition. I just don't think they were close enough to Christine at the time. It wasn't a great day. I hope Christine gets her great day with her wedding. So if she's doing something really wonderful, spectacular, and beautiful, and David's digging on her, good for them.
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Monday, January 8th, 2024, and I have some feelings right now about Kody Brown and Robyn Brown. And listen, I talked to one of their neighbors a couple weeks ago, and that's why I'm doing this video, because Kody is acting so weird on the show, overly happy. Suddenly, he's all about Christine's happiness and all about her finding love and all about compromise and understanding. He is all about change. He thinks that he has changed. He thinks that now that he is on the other side, somehow everyone's going to forget about all the stuff that led up to where we are today. And I was over on his Cameo and I saw this ridiculous cameo that he made. And I thought, who actually believes this? I want you to watch this. And then I have some things we need to talk about. And Robyn Brown gives a disgusting kiss to Kody, proving she is still so bitter and jealous of Christine. It's ugly. Let's dive into the topic. Before we do, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and click on the bell so you never miss a video.
I love the story because most people won't change when looking back on their past with regret. And most people won't change when they look on their present with regret or dislike. But if you can project yourself 5 years in the future with the same attitudes and disposition that you have right now, maybe even work ethic or whatever it is, and if you don't like what you see, if you don't like the life you see yourself in 5 years from now, what a blessing it is to change those attitudes now in order to be who you want to be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years from now. And I love...
Kody says that he loves A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, which is the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, and Scrooge just being a greedy businessman that doesn't help and care about his workers, is a Grinch in many ways, but it's not the Grinch story. And he loves the story because it proves that anyone can change. And it's like he wants us to believe that he is saying, you know, if you don't like your life, you can change it. And I thought, wow, Kody, where were you in this attitude when you were flipping out and saying things like this?
In my heart, I just never want to see her again. And I want to spend some time hating her. I don't expect you to back me up anymore. I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to ask for it. I don't expect you to try and help us co-parent the kids.
I don't see her very often. I don't know what to do with a marriage that's supposed to be eternal, but doesn't have any fire.
You know what? Everybody put the on me. I cannot believe that I have done all this. Save you. To save Truly. To save my children. I did not know that it wouldn't harm them. I'm exhausted. Like, who cares? If you're not with me, you're against me. F off. Well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
Those are snippets from the last 3 seasons. And it doesn't even include the knife in the kidney or anything cruel he has said about Mary, or half the blow-ups he had with Christine, or half the blow-ups he had with Janelle. And he is somehow flipping the script right now and trying to pretend like we have all forgotten that he was out of control, angry, screaming, yelling, hurting his family, hurting his kids, saying things that he said he regretted and he had a lot of shame about. And now it's suddenly, he is so happy for Christine. He is so grateful that she's finding love. He hopes that Christine and David have a wonderful marriage. He wants anyone to know that they can change and it's possible to turn your life around. And it's like, when he's filming that TikTok, that cameo, it's probably December-ish, right before Christmas. This is around the same time he's filming the episode of the Talkback and literally saying like F you and screw you and F all my wives. This man is so one hot or cold. And it's like, I feel like he's a desperate narcissist trying so hard to reclaim and reshape the narrative, but it's not going to work because I cannot forget about things like this.
No, I don't trust her. How am I supposed to trust her? You know, like what's the next move she's going to make against me? What's going to stop them from teaming up with her? Because remember, I don't trust her.
For 3 years, Kody has called Christine a bad sister wife. He has blamed her for taking the kids from him. He has blamed her for taking Truly from him. He has blamed her for poisoning the well and poisoning everyone in the family against him. He has blamed her for ruining his big picture. He has accused her of conspiring with her greedy husband to take all of his money, potentially go to Utah and team up with the state of Utah to effectively destroy him. He has said that she plays games, is a game player, is constantly manipulating people and trying to control situations and treated people badly. He's referred to her as a bully. These are just like small things that he has said about her. Who knows what he's also saying in private. And now on this episode with the family, or for the wedding, it's like he is just completely changing his tune. And it's so hard for me to believe. So hard for me to believe. Because Robyn's behavior doesn't match Kody's. And I feel like Robyn is truthfully depicting how they feel about Christine in this household. Because if they had no problems with Christine, they would have no problems with their kids seeing Christine. They would have no problems with Christine's kids being able to see their kids. They would have no problems with Christine being able to interact as a family with everyone else and do a family reunion. Not that she wants to right away, but they've said they never want to see Christine again, never want to spend time with her again. Now it's suddenly, oh, I'm so glad they're getting married. I'm so happy. Kody is so fake. Add that to Robyn acting incredibly jealous in last week's episode, or this last week's episode, where she seemingly doesn't even want to talk about Christine or their relationship, Christine and David's relationship, and she wants to try to control Kody and what Kody says about them.
Aren't we just so happy for them?
Well, I'm just telling a whole story.
We're just so happy for them, right? That's what we want.
Well, I'm just telling my...
I hope Christine and David can be happy.
I hope David and Christine can be happy, as though it wouldn't be possible for Christine to be happy. You could look at it in two ways. I hope they will be happy, which is I hope they can be happy, meaning you really hope this. Or you can look at it as passive aggressively saying, I hope they can be happy because you don't believe they can be happy because you don't believe that anyone can be happy with Christine, or you don't want Christine to be happy. You can look at it from a glass is half full or a glass is half empty. In the middle of all of that, she's not wishing them well. She's not saying, I wish nothing but happiness for them and a great new year or a happy new life. You know what I mean? Aren't we just so happy for them? Aren't we just so happy for them? It's like you have to tell yourself you're happy for them. But it's her body language that to me just doesn't match. Another thing that doesn't match is that in this episode for the wedding, which again, it really bothers me that Christine's wedding turned into what people that weren't invited had to say. So Robyn and Kody weren't invited. Mary wasn't invited. And yet Mary and Kody and Robyn speak throughout the episode. Robyn is only in that scene. We don't see her again. Kody shows up in a blazer with a David Yurman Heart of the Ocean necklace with his hair slicked back. He has never worn a blazer on the couch in his life. And now he's suddenly wearing a blazer. So happy that he's saying things like, my kids will never call David a stepdad, or maybe they will, it's their choice. As though now suddenly he's giving his children agency to make their own decisions. So he wants to suddenly, after all of those, and he has a scratch on his face when he's saying all of these things. So he's filming these scenes with the network, the same time he's filming the scenes, screaming and yelling and cursing the wives out and saying, F you. I don't know how you go from being yelling, screaming, angry at someone to suddenly wanting the best for them, unless you are concerned heavily about your image. Robyn is consistently consistent when it comes to Christine. She doesn't like her. Robyn is consistently consistent when it comes to talking about Christine. She only wants to talk about Christine unless she can blame Christine for things, right? So Robyn doesn't show up at all, again, in this episode. She doesn't have any one-on-one time on the couch. In the clip for next week, Kody starts talking about his marriage with Christine, and suddenly Robyn is going to shut him up by kissing him on camera. This woman has not kissed Kody on camera in this manner in years. She is a woman that hides her affection because she doesn't want to upset people. And now suddenly she's kissing Kody on an episode for Christine's wedding. It's in the same wedding that Christine and David are sharing passionate kisses. And they are clearly going to see the film from this because they're reacting to it, right?
I want them to be happy. We had 25 years together.
Here, give me a kiss.
I felt like I've known you my whole life.
The real irony of this is that David and Christine have a passionate relationship. It is obvious those two are smitten with each other. And their kisses tell the story of a couple that is very happy together. I mean, they're slipping some tongue in there. Passionate kisses. And listen, I don't care. I'm happy that Christine's happy. Robyn's kiss is after Kody starts talking, which, can we just talk for a second about the production overlaying Christine walking down the aisle with her ex talking about their marriage? If this were any other person, would you want your ex in a show with you talking about you while you're walking down the aisle and saying, I just want her to be happy. We had a great 25 years. And then your current wife, who practically hates you and basically is just there for money and I don't know what else, and because you're her best customer and she wants to feed her shopping addiction, wants to stop you from talking by kissing you and making weird noises like, but her eyes are wide open. Her eyes are wide open while she's kissing. There's no tongue, and it's just like a smack. And then she's like shooing them away as though this is such a passionate embrace between the two of them. She's not kissing Kody because she loves him. She's kissing Kody to control him and to shut him up. No different than putting her hands on his face during the talkback when she didn't want him to say something that she didn't want to hear. This woman just is able in many ways to live in a bubble and manipulate because she can stop having to hear anything by simply either pushing Kody's face, smacking his face, hitting him, or kissing him. Robyn has some serious problems. And it also isn't lost on me that, again, this woman for years hasn't physically shown any affection to Kody on the show at all. None whatsoever. And suddenly she's like, on an episode for Christine. This isn't the Robyn and Kody wedding. This isn't the Robyn and Kody, let's get married and celebrate our marriage show. It's Christine and David's wedding. Christine and David's wedding. Robyn and Kody, I don't think I even saw them kiss on the lips all last season. Not once did she bring him into her lips and say, come here and give me a kiss. Kody complained a lot this past season about how he couldn't show his affection and his love for Robyn because of everything going on in the family. And Robyn just wouldn't let anyone see their love. And he wanted everyone to know about their undying love for one another. It's so staged and so jealous and so gross. So between Robyn and her jealousy kissing and her controlling of Kody, and Kody and his fake happiness, it doesn't match what his neighbors told me. His neighbors have said that he is a raging maniac, that he yells and screams and doesn't want anyone to come near his property, that he is known to be very unstable. Kids in the neighborhood are told not to go near his property because he'll yell at them. He'll scream at people that walk through the cul-de-sac or up on the trails by his house. Not the nicest guy. I have a whole video we can talk about that on. So I'm not buying this about face, but do you think fans will buy it? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.